Life can feel unbearable sometimes. You wake up in the morning and it feels like the world is crashing down on you. The bills keep stacking up. The pain in your chest won't leave. The betrayal, the heartbreak, the disappointments. They all pile on until it feels like you're suffocating. You whisper to yourself, maybe this is it. Maybe my life is just meant to be like this. But listen closely. This is not the end. This storm is not forever. It's just a chapter. Not the whole story. Life will get better. It's only a matter of time. There will always be seasons in life when everything seems impossible. Maybe you've lost someone you love. Maybe your family has fallen apart. Maybe you've been betrayed, cheated, or left behind. Or maybe you're fighting battles nobody else can see. Loneliness, depression, anxiety. When we're inside that storm, all we can see is darkness. People can tell us to be positive, to hold on, but our minds feel trapped in a maze of fear and doubt. The truth is, a crisis isn't just about what happened to you. It's about how your mind reacts to it. And in those moments, it feels like the pain will never end. But here's what you need to remember. Pain is temporary. Crisis is temporary. Just as night eventually turns into day, your darkest season will eventually turn into light. Sometimes life takes us so low that we believe we'll never rise again. But strangely enough, rock bottom is often the foundation on which we rebuild the strongest version of ourselves. Think about it. When you hit the bottom, there's only one direction left: up. I know stories of people who lost everything: their money, their relationships, their dreams. Some even lost their will to live. But when they chose not to give up, when they decided to take even the smallest step forward, they discovered that life had more waiting for them. The truth is, you don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't need to see the entire staircase. You just need to take the next step. Because step by step, breath by breath, you begin to rise. There's an old saying, "This too shall pass." At first, it sounds like just another empty quote. But if you've lived long enough, you know it's true. No pain lasts forever. No storm stays forever. Think back to the hardest moments of your past. At the time, they felt unbearable. You thought you'd never get through them. And yet, here you are. You survived. You're stronger. You're wiser. So when life feels unbearable right now, remind yourself, this too shall pass. Not because life is always fair or easy, but because time has a way of healing, of reshaping, of moving us forward even when we resist. Here's the powerful truth. What turns crisis into transformation isn't the event itself. It's your response. Yes, life will knock you down. Yes, people will hurt you. Yes, you will face losses that break your heart. But you are not powerless. You always have a choice. You can choose to stay a victim, or you can choose to stand back up. It doesn't mean you'll be smiling tomorrow. It doesn't mean everything will magically fix itself. But it does mean that day by day, you will get stronger, more resilient, more capable of carrying the weight of life. Pain has a way of shaping us into people we never thought we could be. If you're listening to this right now, maybe you're carrying a heavy burden. Maybe you're in the middle of the darkest chapter of your life. Maybe you're seconds away from giving up. I want you to hear me. Don't quit. Your story isn't finished. Your pain has an expiration date. The very things that are breaking you today are building you for tomorrow. Life will get better. Not instantly. Not without effort. But with time, with persistence, with faith, things will begin to shift, and one day you'll look back at this season and realize it didn't destroy you, it prepared you. So hold on, keep walking. Even if it's just one small step at a time. Because no matter how heavy today feels, no matter how endless the night seems, the morning always comes. And when it does, you'll see that you are stronger than you thought, braver than you believed, and more capable than you ever imagined. Life will get better. It's just a matter of time. Let's be honest, when you're in pain, the last thing you want to hear is just give it time. It feels insulting, almost empty. Because when your heart is shattered, when your world is collapsing, you don't want time. You want answers. You want relief. You want the pain to stop right now. But here's the truth, time is not your enemy. Time is your ally. Time is the quiet healer, the invisible force that slowly but surely carries you from the storm into calmer waters. Think about the wounds of your past. Remember the heartbreak that once tore you apart? The failure that once embarrassed you? The loss that felt unbearable? At the time, you thought you would never recover. But with time, something shifted. The wound didn't disappear overnight. It didn't vanish without leaving scars. But day by day, it hurt a little less. And eventually, the pain that once controlled you became just a memory. Time doesn't erase the past, but it gives you distance. It gives you perspective. It allows you to see that what once seemed like the end of the world was only the end of a chapter. I've seen people broken by life who thought they would never get back up. A young mother drowning in postpartum depression, overwhelmed by responsibility, ready to give up, only to find years later that she now laughs with her children and sleeps peacefully at night. I've seen men who lost everything, business failures, addictions, betrayal, who once believed their lives were ruined forever. But with patience, with persistence, they rebuilt. Slowly, painfully, but surely. And now they live with purpose, grateful for what they nearly lost. And I know people who were betrayed, deceived, even financially destroyed. In the moment, they hated themselves, hated life, hated everyone around them. But now, after years of climbing back, they've rebuilt their trust, their stability, and most importantly, their belief in themselves. These stories prove one thing: time transforms pain into strength, chaos into clarity, and endings into beginnings. When you're suffering, it feels like it will last forever. Your mind convinces you, I'll never be happy again. I'll never recover. This is my life now. But that's an illusion. Pain lies. Darkness lies. The truth is, nothing is permanent. No storm lasts forever. The seasons change. The night always turns into morning, and the same is true for your life. Right now, your pain feels permanent, only because you're inside it. But time will prove you wrong. One day you'll wake up and realize you can breathe again. You'll laugh again. You'll love again. The hardest part is the waiting, because time doesn't work on our schedule. We want healing in hours or days. But life often works in months and years. That's why hope is so important. Hope is the bridge between your pain today and your healing tomorrow. Hope is what whispers, hold on, you're not done yet. And hope is not blind optimism. It's not pretending everything is fine. Hope is simply trusting the process. Believing that time will do what it always does, carry you forward. While time works in the background, you don't have to stay still. There are things you can do to make the healing process stronger. Take small steps. Even if it's just getting out of bed, drinking water, taking a walk. Every small step is proof you're still moving forward. Surround yourself with support. Friends, family, or even strangers who remind you that you're not alone. Focus on what you can control. You can't control the storm, but you can control how you respond. Your choices today shape your tomorrow. Be patient with yourself. Healing is not linear. Some days you'll feel strong, others you'll feel broken again. That's okay. Both are part of the process. One day, without realizing it, you'll notice something. The pain that once consumed you is no longer in control. You'll look back at the person you were in your darkest days and realize how far you've come. Time has a way of turning scars into stories and stories into wisdom. The suffering you hate today may become the strength you need tomorrow. The heartbreak you're enduring may open the door to the love you deserve. The failure you're ashamed of may become the foundation of your future success. Time doesn't just heal, it transforms. So if you're hurting today, if you feel like life will never get better, let me remind you, time is already working for you. It may not be fast, it may not be easy, but every day you survive is proof that healing is happening. Hold on. Don't give up in the middle of your story. Your future is not your past. Your best days are still ahead. Life will get better. It's just a matter of time. You've survived the storm. You've endured the waiting. Now comes the most powerful part of the journey, building the life you were meant to live. Because healing isn't just about surviving, it's about creating. It's about stepping into your future with courage and vision. And the best way to live today is to think about tomorrow. People often say, live in the moment, and yes, that's important. But here's the truth, thinking about your future can make your present more meaningful. When you imagine the person you want to become, the life you want to create, something incredible happens. You start making better choices today. Research shows that when people picture their future selves, they save more money, exercise more consistently, and even make healthier decisions. Why? Because they stop living only for the present and start living for the version of themselves that's waiting in the future. Your future is not some faraway dream. It begins now. The next minute, the next hour, the next decision you make, it all matters. Think about it. Choosing to drink water instead of alcohol, choosing to read instead of scrolling endlessly, choosing to work on your goals instead of postponing them. These small choices don't feel like much in the moment, but they compound. They build momentum. And little by little, they shape the person you're becoming. When you're in pain, survival is the only goal. But once you've survived, you get the chance to live with purpose. So ask yourself, what do I want? Who do I want to be? Maybe you want peace. Maybe you want strength. Maybe you want to create a better life for your family. Or maybe you just want to prove to yourself that you're capable of more than the world ever gave you credit for. Your vision doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be detailed. All it needs is to be true to you. One of the hardest parts of moving forward is letting go of yesterday. Your past failures whisper, "You're not good enough." Your past mistakes shout, "You'll never change." But here's the truth. You are not your past. You are not your pain. You are not your worst decisions. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. It's where you learn the lesson, not where you live your life. If you want a better future, you must stop looking backwards. Because the road ahead is brighter than the road behind. So how do you start building the life you want? 1. Define your vision. Take time to imagine who you want to be in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years. Write it down. Make it real. 2. Take small actions. Big dreams are built with small steps. Don't focus on the mountain. Focus on the next step. 3. Stay consistent. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. Even when it's boring, even when it's hard, keep showing up. 4. Embrace setbacks. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Every mistake teaches you something valuable for your future. 5. Celebrate progress. Don't wait until you've made it to be proud. Celebrate every little win because each one means you're closer to your vision. Here's the beautiful part. When you've gone through darkness and survived, you carry something powerful into your future. Resilience. Resilience is the ability to get back up when life knocks you down. And once you've built that, nothing can stop you. The pain you endured wasn't wasted. It trained you. It built you. It gave you the tools you need to face whatever comes next. And when challenges come again, and they will, you'll no longer break the way you used to. You'll bend, but you won't shatter, because you've already proven to yourself that you can survive. Listen to me carefully. Your future is waiting for you. The life you want, the peace, the strength, the joy, the love, it's already on its way, but you have to keep moving toward it. You have to choose it every single day. Don't let your past define you. Don't let your pain hold you hostage. Don't let fear tell you who you are. Your breakthrough is coming. Your healing is happening. Your future is unfolding. So as this journey comes full circle, let me leave you with this. Life will get better. Not instantly, not without effort, but with time, with persistence, and with vision, it always gets better. The darkness you feel today will one day make the light tomorrow shine even brighter. So hold on. Keep fighting. Keep dreaming. Keep walking. Because your story is not over. Your best days are still ahead. And life will get better. It's just a matter of time.